Today we are going to make this satisfying ripple scene. Let's begin. First, for the water base, let's add a simple shape layer with the required color. Now let's add the dark water waves. Create a new composition. Keep the composition size large, as we have to rotate it in 3D later. Now add a shape layer with the required color and cover more than half of the work area. Now add a second shape layer to cover less than half of the work area. Apply ripple effect to the second layer. Set the radius to 100, wave speed to 1.2, wave width to 66, and wave height to 400. Now apply roughen edges effect and set the border to 24 and complexity to 1. Now apply turbulent displace effect and set the amount to 54 and size to 26. Animate the evolution property of turbulent displace using expression. Now track matte the first layer to the second layer and invert the track matte. Finally, adjust the position of the second layer to overlap with the first layer so the waves appear correctly. And for minor adjustments, you can play with the center of the ripple effect to get the desired results. Now go back to the main composition. Add the wave composition to the time frame and turn on 3D settings. Now adjust the rotation and position of the wave as per your liking. To add the white reflection on water, let's add a stroke with a width of 200. Now apply wave warp effect. Set the height to 110 and width to 50. Set the direction to 180 degrees. Now add the turbulent displace effect and set the amount to 50, size to 100 and complexity to 1. Animate the evolution property using expression. Now apply roughen edges effect and set the border to 40 and complexity to 1. Finally, apply the glow effect with a glow radius of 80. One last step is to taper the top of the reflection by going to stroke property and adjust the start length to 38 from the taper options. Now let's add the water ripples. Create a new composition and keep the dimension small. Add a rounded shape with 100 stroke width. Apply ripple effect and adjust radius to 100. Type of conversion to symmetric. Wave speed to 1.2. Wave width to 25 and wave height to 290. Finally, adjust the center of the ripple and adjust the width if required. Now apply roughen edges effect and keep the border value at 10 and complexity at 1. Finally, apply turbulent displace effect and adjust the amount to 22, size to 58, and complexity to 1. Animate the evolution property using expression. Now go back to the main composition and drop the ripple composition on the timeline and adjust the height of the ripple to make it appear flat. Now apply a fill effect to the wave and pick the wave watercolor. Now apply the glow effect and set the glow radius to 85. Now duplicate the ripple composition and set the fill color to white. Offset the position of this ripple comp on the timeline. Again, duplicate the ripple comp and adjust the fill color to the base watercolor and offset the comp on the timeline. Now, let's add the falling water stream. Add a stroke with a stroke width of 25. Apply wave warp effect and adjust the wave height to 5, wave width to 110, and direction to 180 degrees. Now apply roughen edges effect and set border to 20 and complexity to 1. Animate the evolution property using expression. Now add turbulent displace effect and adjust amount to 20 and size to 30. Animate the evolution property using expression. Now duplicate the layer, change the color, and offset its position on the timeline to get that water show effect. Now let's add the small ripples. You can do that by simply duplicating the white ripples and adjusting its size. The last thing to add are the water bubbles where the water is dropping. For that, add a shape layer and apply CC Mercury effect. Adjust X radius to 3.2 and Y radius to 0. Adjust the producer position. Set velocity to 0.1. Birth rate to 1.1. Longevity to 1, gravity to 0, and extra to 0.4. Set the animation to direction. Blob birth size to 0.08 and death size to 0. Finally, apply glow effect with a radius of 30. So that's it guys, the water scene is ready. That's it for this tutorial. See you with another one.